Okay, so for this week of trading, I decided to move my butt over to the 5-minute time frame because over the past year, I've been trying to trade the 1-minute chart and I've just been getting owned from constantly over trading. So how's the 5-minute time frame gonna help me? Well, since there are less candles on the 5-minute chart than the 1-minute chart, this should make for less opportunities and therefore less trades. And with a higher time frame, I'm hoping that also help improve my patience and discipline, but I guess we'll just have to find out. Alrighty, so for the first day on the 5-minute chart, I'm overall bullish, looking for price to hold at the 250s or 200s with a potential target of these 350s or maybe the 500s if we can break higher. And off market open, we kind of just fell all the way to the 200s, but did kind of start to bounce off of it. So I waited for one more 5-minute candle and then also entered long when I saw this 1-minute chart basically get bought up after a fake move lower, which probably would have made me go short there if I was on the 1-minute chart. So yeah, good thing I went long instead because we did get a bounce up. And low-key, I was aiming for the 350s here, but we did have news at 7, so I wasn't too sure if we'll hit that before then. And yeah, with like 1 minute till news, I did just bail out for a decent profit here to start off the week with a dub. But yeah, news hit and price just shot straight up towards my target, so damn it, man. Also with that push up, price did break above these 350s, but was kind of starting to stall out here, so I did want to see price get a little dip lower and retest this level first before entering long. It would also give this 5-minute moving average line a chance to catch up as well, and it basically did just that with this small move lower that did get bought up to bounce off this level as well as the 5-minute moving average line. So yeah, I got in long. I was targeting these 400s at first, which did almost get hit as price slowly crawled up, but yeah, it was shot down. So with that, I moved my stop loss to break even to protect myself and may have moved my target up further. The main idea was if we are going to go back up to my target anyways, we'll probably shoot up even higher to break this level. So yeah, that's why I moved it up higher. But price was just stalling even more and kind of wasn't showing signs of breaking up higher anytime soon, so I did just end up bailing out for a small gain. With that, I did end the day here with only 2 trades, which is pretty good for my standards, and I even got to end today up around 350 bucks. Alright, so we have to a little decent start from yesterday, so hopefully we can keep that going because today we kind of have FOMC meeting minutes getting released later. So usually I would expect the market to be kind of boring and more rangy in the mornings because of that. And to start off today, we are getting close to the 550s here, which is the highs of this range we've been in. So I kind of wanted to see if price was going to break that or just get slapped back down. And off market open, price did break above the 5-minute moving average as well as bounce off the 1-minute moving average line. So I did take a long here, wanted to catch the move up to the highs, where I did lower my target to this key level to make it more of a 1RR trade, which price low-key just hit that target hella quickly for a quick dub on the day. After that, yeah, price got rejected at this level. With price falling back below this 5-minute moving average, I did enter a short because I did see this candle get slapped down to make this wick, and it also formed this rejection off the 1-minute moving average line too. With that, price also kind of just tanked down immediately, but this time it was a little short of my target and it was starting to get bought back up. Seeing that, I was like, I'll just move my stop loss to break even in case we do get that bounce back up to keep the price in this upper part of the range. But price low-key was just stalling out for a bit down here. There would be a green candle and then a red candle and just this back and forth, so I was thinking of just bailing out early to claim a little profit here, but I decided just to hold on because my stop loss was already at break even anyways. A good thing I held on because price suddenly just shot straight down to hit my target for a nice profit. After that, price continued to just slowly go back and forth here, so I decided to just call it there, which I did stick to because yeah, that 5-minute chart was looking ugly. So kind of a quick day today, but I was able to end up around 470 bucks still. Alrighty, so we finally did recover from Friday's losses thanks to those back-to-back wins this week, but today I may have relapsed into bad habits again to put myself back in a hole. Basically, at the start of the day, I was bullish looking for price to hold and bounce at the 550s, but off market open, price just plummeted and broke straight through that level and other key levels I had marked. Seeing that, you'd think I'd be bearish considering my bullish plan was basically just ran over, but nope, I just fell into a bad habit of going against the trend here, trying to catch the knife with a long, and yeah, as you expect, price just continued to plummet and stopped me out for a fat loss, and yeah, we just kept going down, so I did chase into a short here just wanting to ride the move lower, but after seeing this candle get bought up a little, I just bailed out for a small gain. The next candle also got bought up, so I really wanted to try another long here, but after remembering what happened on the first trade today, I stopped myself from entering long, which I quickly regretted as price just ripped up. Seeing that, of course I wanted a piece of it, so I did try long after seeing this red candle get bought up to form this higher low on the 5-minute chart, and because this 1-minute chart was also holding above the moving average as well. And yeah, price kind of did just pump straight up to my target for a decent profit to wipe away the losses from the first trade. A bit later, price did get rejected off the 5-minute moving average though, so I did decide to try a short here to see if there was any juice left, but I may have gotten a little scared after seeing this green candle, so I kind of did just bail out for a loss, and instead of just sitting out, I may have just jumped in along as well, which was just flat out wrong for a fat loss. And yeah, I should have just held that short because at this point I was losing it and did just revenge trade with another long. Basically, I wanted to see price go back up so that I could feel better about myself for that earlier mistake of just jumping out of that short just to lose on a long, but yeah, that was also instantly wrong with this fat red candle that stopped me out for another loss. So yeah, if I just held that earlier earlier short, I would have been up over 300 bucks on the day as price would have hit my target here. Instead though, I'm down over 300 bucks, and I probably should have just stopped trading here because I was clearly just not locked in mentally. But I decided to try one more short here where I basically wanted to see price hit the lows at first. However, after a bit more confirmation, I changed my mind to target this next key level, expecting price to just rip through this level. I also did tighten up my stop loss above this wick in case we do just bounce up with a double bottom though. But instead of just sticking to the plan, I got scared after seeing some buyers uppercut this red candle, so I bailed out for a small gain, which was just another horrible mistake as price would have gotten that break lower shortly after. Seeing that, I was fuming and ready to rip another trade, but I decided just to stop here for the day because I was just being way too emotional and making way too many mistakes already. So while I could have been up hella today, I'm instead down 300 bucks because I just couldn't stick to the trends and hold my shorts. Alright, so after a slight crash out yesterday, for today, I just gotta stay calm and just relax a little. Because let's see, we kind of did just have a fat sell-off yesterday, push us back below these 400s. So for today, I'm looking for price to keep holding below that and possibly hit the bottom of the range near the 100s. And off market open, price was already showing signs of falling lower. So I was thinking about taking a short here after we did just break through this 5-minute moving average. But I wanted to wait a little bit for a pullback, which we really didn't get, and price just dropped. However, after news hit, price did get a fat bounce off this key level. So I was leaning a bit bullish now and wanted to see if price could test the 400s again. And yeah, I just jumped in along when we broke back above the 5-minute moving average line and this key level. I was originally looking for price to hit these highs at the 400s, and after this fat green candle up, I was feeling a bit more confident, but price just ended up stalling hella up here, so I was getting a bit more scared of just a reversal. So I did trail price with my stop loss, which yeah, I just ended up getting tapped right here to get me out for a small profit. With that, there was a possibility of price just breaking through the 400s, as this could just be some consolidation before the next move up, and there was an opportunity to enter off a bounce off the 5-minute moving average line here, but I just didn't take it because something fell off. Like usually if we are breaking through the 5-minute moving average line consistently, it signals more of a range day to me, and we already did break it twice since open. So yeah, instead of going long, I did take a short after seeing this fat green candle get slapped down, but price did stall a little bit before getting a strong push down. With that, I did lower my stop loss to right above this last wick, but yeah, price kind of just popped up to wipe out this red candle and basically give this a fat wick up. Seeing that, I was like, oh hell nah, and I did just bail out of this short for break even. A bit later though, we did end up hitting the 300s after a little back and forth, so if I did hold the trade with the OG stop loss, it would have hit, but yeah, the move was just a little too choppy for me. With that though, I was like, there really isn't anything setting up, so I did just end the day here to take home a small profit of 130 bucks. So yeah, an okay-ish week, as I basically did just bring my account back to break even after last Friday's loss, which basically meant it took a whole week just to recover from that one day. So yeah, that's not too great, but you know, for the first week on the 5-minute chart, it wasn't too bad. And sure, while I did take less trades this week, there were still a bunch of mistakes I've made, like going against the trend and just getting scared out of trades in general. So this week could have gone even better had I just made less mistakes. Also, another thing I struggled with is with the 5-minute charts, I'm still having a hard time of trying to time my entries, because while I do want to enter when a candle closes, I feel like half the time when the 5-minute candle closes, it's just way too late to enter, or if you do enter, you'll end up having a wider stop loss. So I don't know, maybe that's just a me problem where I just need more experience on this time frame and testing to get a more accurate feel, because based off this week, I know I've seen multiple candles switch up hella in the last minute before it closes. Overall though, I did feel a bit calmer while trading this week, so I do feel like I somewhat improved there, but it also could have just been a lucky week, so we'll have to see if I can continue this next week as well, because I don't know, man, I've seen it plenty of times where I do good one week and then proceed to just lose my mind and just blow another account the next. So yeah, I don't know.